Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY. Today I am working on the key fob for my GMC truck. It is worn out. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I'm going to tell you how to do it for less than 10 bucks, not 300 or more. Stick with me and I'll show you how. All right, you guys, I have my GMC Sierra key fob, and what's happened is it's 5 years old and it's just worn out over time. So you can kind of see that I've glued this thing back together a bunch of times. I thought I was gonna have to buy a whole new key. Now the dealership wants 350 plus just so that they can reprogram the new one. But there's nothing wrong with this one. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this one. We just need to take the guts out of this and put it in a new shell. So let me show you what I'm gonna do to save hundreds of dollars and be able to do this for less than 10 bucks. So this is what we're gonna use to fix this key fob, and I will leave a link in the description down below for both of these products. Okay, so as you can see, this key fob, it's seen better days. I've actually tried gluing the rubber back. I don't know if you can see that. It's just completely worn out, and it's starting to crack down here. So I've got some of the plastic cracking. So what I am going to do, instead of replacing all of this, we're just gonna take the guts out of this, and I found a replacement. This is less than 10 bucks, you guys. Let me show you how easy this is. This kit comes with a new key ring. It comes with a screwdriver, but then most importantly, it comes with a shell. Now, here's the crazy thing. This is heavy duty. It is identical to my original key fob. It's every bit as heavy. It feels the same in my hand. Now, the only difference is when we flip it over, it's plain on the back. It does not have the GMC logo. But if you don't care about that, this backing is going to cost you a couple $100 bucks, whereas this one, it's just plain and generic. Doesn't matter. This is under 10 bucks. Okay, so how I'm going to get the guts out of this guy to put into the new one is I'm just going to open the back of this. See this little button right here? I'm just going to push the button. I'm going to slide out the key. This is the actual physical key if this ever did not work. And I'm just going to use this to my advantage. So I'm just going to place the key in just like this. And I'm going to slightly and gently just kind of pull towards, and that pops this guy open. Okay, so now that we get it apart, you can see kind of what's inside here. So all we need to do is remove this circuit board, which is kind of the guts of your remote, and this is what operates everything. So you can see that the buttons and everything are already on here, and they coincide with the remote itself. So we're just going to take this circuit board and we're just going to move it off to the side. If this battery is still good, you can totally reuse it. But since I've already got it open, I don't know how old this is, I'm just going to replace it with a brand new battery. So it's nice that they give you this screwdriver, because you can get down inside here to pop the battery out. Now these are in there really tight, but I just take the screwdriver and just get underneath there and just kind of pop it out. So here is the new Energizer. These are all sized the CR2032s. So it's a pretty common size, but I am just going to, there's the new battery, there's the guts. We are done with the old key fob, so we can just get rid of this guy now. And now we're gonna look at the brand new one. So the new one also has an area for a key, but this is just a blank key. So you could have this cut, you know, if you take it somewhere and they know how to cut keys like this, you can definitely have another key made. You can see it's just a plain uncut key, but the key for the original key fob we're going to reuse because it fits perfectly inside the new, just like that, slides in. So you don't have to have the new key cut. You could if you want, but we definitely don't need to because this fits into the new key fob. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to take the key. We're going to gently pop that open just like that by just twisting. Now we can get into the new key fob. Look how nice and clean it is. It's like all perfect. So all we're going to do now is we're going to take the guts from the old one, and we're just going to line that circuit board right back up perfectly. And you'll notice that it's in place because See these little pegs right here? There's some little rubber pegs. They have to line up. So you can see how that's cut. See how there's the little corners are cut out so they can fit perfectly into all four corners of the key fob. There it is. That's all you have to do to put that in. Now we're just going to take the new battery, the new Energizer battery. I'm going to slide that in, snap it into place. That's all you got to do. Now we're just going to join these two together. Push a little bit, get it snapped into place, and then we can take the new key, or our old key, and put it in the new key fob. And look at how nice that looks, you guys. It is like brand spanking new. You can see the old, now it's the brand new, and literally it is solid. It feels exactly like what this one did, but it's all nice and clean. Okay, so here's the new key fob. We'll go ahead and, there's the lock. I'm just gonna hold it down, make sure everything works. There's the mirrors come out. So if I unlock it, there it goes. If I lock it, hold down the lock button, and there goes my mirrors. Now we'll just double check that the tailgate opens. All right, so far so good. The only thing left to try is the remote start. All right, we are in business. Okay, so that was super easy. It works awesome. The only thing I will say is if you do want to do the GMC, the back, you can try and put it onto the new key fob. It's just a little bit different. There's a couple things that it keeps it raised up just a little bit. So you can kind of file these down. I've seen where some people actually file it down so that you can actually have the GMC logo on the back. I don't care. I'm not going to do any of that because who cares? No one's going to see it anyway. So like I said, this is such a good quality shell, super easy. So let me just say that this trick works. I mean, you can get these shells for any make and model pretty much, and it's the same idea. So don't waste hundreds of dollars when you don't need to. Most of these key fobs are all $10 or less. So thanks again for joining us today. If you did like this, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.